Oh, spirit of compassion.
As you found their names, I felt them whisper through the fade. My own name changed. I am now Eulogy. I will remember them. A light glowing in memory.
That means a lot.
Oh, that was so sweet. Let's go to... That one's almost. We're gonna see if there's any conversations, like from Nev. There's not, but I'm nosy. I want to see what's going on.
So you and Rook are a thing?
Why?
You should pop out the wings while you're with her.
Really?
Maybe take her flying. Girls love flying.
You like flying. It's more of your thing about dragons.
Your call.
Want to? Fly like a dragon.
Do you think you could?
No.
Sounds like Ailey is in league with Elgar'nan.
Could be. Picked up some of his tricks, at least.
It's like tracking a ghoul back to the nest and finding an archdemon. The day just got a lot harder.
And then tracking the archdemon to a god.
I will say, so far the romance in this game is a lot easier than in previous games. Because in previous games you had to balance their approval rating, or you couldn't get them to romance you. Which is kind of unfortunate because it was kind of fun to play with it and see if how you could make characters. It was fun to see.
Finally got the rubble cleared.
We could
Like the relationship between characters growing. No, you can't romance Lucanus. I've done research, and if you don't save Treviso, you can't romance him. You can romance Nev, but not him. Yeah. But it's supposed to make sense because the fact that Treviso is like really blighted if you save Venrathis. So it's like things move? Yeah, the plants move. They used to be over here. Interesting. That is kind of cool that they don't just stay in one place.
you need me, I'm good to go.
Valora, you came. I am surprised.
I almost didn't. With everything that happened, I didn't want to. But you're my brother. Still, even with all of that. Did you come? Alone?
Yes. Though you didn't.
Not after what happened to Hamuel, to Yanarl, the others.
The ritual should have granted them purity. Strength. That it did not. That is my failure. I was not worthy. I will do better. I must do better. For Ornaris. For our people.
Fine. Tell their loved ones it was an accident. See how it goes over.
When we are great once more, when we are pure, then they will understand the sacrifices that were necessary.
He's a warlord. That's all he is, all he ever was.
So said the Evanuris. But the victors write the histories. He fought to make our people great. And the Evanuris fought to keep them in fetters. He showed me the world as it once was, as it could be again.
How many elves had to die to get there?
Greatness requires sacrifice.
No, that's not the Syrian I know. He's influencing you through the mask, poisoning your thoughts.
My thoughts remain my own, Balara. Why can you not accept that I chose this willingly? Through this mask, I feel what he feels. When he thinks of our people rising once more, have you ever felt the warmth of a god's happiness or the cold bite of their fear?
What is it he's afraid of then?
I'm not sure, but it haunts him, consumes his thoughts. I must help him. Help us to face whatever it is.
So he hasn't told you what it is he's afraid of?
No, but no doubt he keeps it from me for good reason.
So you'll do whatever he says to fight some phantom threat?
There are people, Syrian. They deserve better than this. That's what you taught me. You were my anchor, Syrian. You kept me grounded. When my thoughts lied to me, you always told me the same thing. Do you remember? Trust your heart, Boris Shivan. It's a good heart, and it'll never lie to you. So why won't you trust it now?
I must do what I must.
Me too.
We're gonna have to stop them. Him.
I know. Come on. You've got work to do.
Venatori.
Eyes open.
That will be punished! Save a little for the rest of us, Rook.
Sorry. What can I say? Rook is good at killing things.
First Talon, as if you weren't fancy already.
I try.
And Ilario.
He made his own decisions, and he'll pay for them.
It was your call to make.
Rook.
A picnic, huh? Not how I pictured hanging out with a monster hunter.
Evka and Antoine's doing. They told me after all the wardens have been through, and what's ahead, I should take a break.
I'm surprised you actually listened.
You know how sad Antoine can look?
So, what did you pack for the picnic?
Emmerich helped me brew a ginger wort truffle tea. I thought we'd see what all the fuss is about.
We're still drinking mushrooms.
Suit yourself, but Emmerich says they taste completely different boiled into tea.
I'll try one sip.
That's not bad.
It's gingery, but also garlic. Hints of mushroom, something else. Well, I've never eaten a worm, but well, yeah, it is a little earthy. Wait, what? There, Davrin.
What?
Did you, hear anything maybe out of the ordinary just now?
I heard that.
No, I mean, before that.
Emmerich said ginger wort might have some kind of magical properties.
More than might.
Maybe it affects some people more than others. You alright, Rook?
Oh, it's happened. Everything was too much for me, and now... That's right, Hassan. Worms.
Sorry, Rook. I think you're extra sensitive to ginger wort.
Oh, maybe that's it.
So much for a relaxing picnic.
It's still nice to get away from it all. And with good company.
One thing I will say that's annoying. Oh. I mean, I don't know if I would ship this Rook with. I don't ship Asaronda with Devrin. But like, excuse me a moment, I had to burp. Lost my train of thought. I'm gonna just do mark the main quest, so I don't get lost. Oh yeah, I was gonna say, I don't like how Rook's go-to stance is hands on hip. Hands on hips. Like, why couldn't they cross their arms, or like... You know? I know in Mass Effect, like, Shepard would do a lot of arm crossing, would put... I don't think they ever rested their arms on their hips. Or at least not one hand. They might have done, like, the two arms? I'd have to look back over the footage and stuff. And then the Inquisitor... I don't think the Inquisitor had like a thing, but what they do is the Inquisitor would slouch and do like this weird like walk where their legs were bent.
Smite the heretic.
And I was like, what the heck are you doing?
One of those Venatori camp strife warned us about. Let's take them out. Got them all.
Everyone's still alive?
Yep, still alive. A little lost, but still alive.
Company, get ready.
I wish there was dialogue you could say with the conversation between Tosh and romanced Lucanas. I would have liked to say, have Rook or Azarada say, I would like to fly. Or something along those lines. Because I feel like I think she'd be interested. Coastline. Yeah, you'd also like to have your character fly. Maybe there's a lot of stuff I can do as mage, but flying is not one of them. I'm walking around because I'm trying to see if it'll trigger any more conversations.
I got everything you need for kicking the Venatori right out of this world. Come back alive. No point in...
We need that report Ireland was asking about.
We saw Katerina recently. How was she? Well, anyway, we saw Katerina recently. How is she?
The same as always. She's been through too much. She should take some time. But will she listen to me? There's no arguing with her.
If you need a leg to stand on, I've got a spare.
Not even that could save me.
I'm curious about something. Arms over here. Stone. Detected for hire. And just here. I need to get Tasha's relationship up higher. Bond.
Onward, dweller.
Okay, Bilar and Davin has something to say. We're gonna do Davin first just because he's his is the timed one. Oh, they're up there. Let's see if they have anything.
Emmerich, when you catch up to Hezencast, just know where your exits are. Sometimes you think you've got someone backed into a corner, and you find yourself there instead.
Speaking from experience?
Too much of it.
I'm sorry. And the advice is well taken.
Jump.
Rook, up for a quick trip? I figured it'd be good to check in with Epka. See how the Wardens are doing.
He keeps handing out quests like candy.
Oh, hey, Rook.
What are you working on?
Oh, it's part of that artifact, you know, from the ritual. I wanted to see how they did what they did, what it meant. Tried asking that thing, it won't tell me.
The knowledge of the great Anaris is...
A theme. At least I figured that out. How to make it go away, I mean. Damn it! We were getting through. To Syrian, he almost listened.
And then Anaris put all his happy little thoughts in your brother's head.
Not just his joy, his fear too. But it was him. The him I remember, just for a moment. Then it wasn't. Then he was someone I might need to... I don't think I can, Rook. Do that.
Like it or not, you might have to.
My head understands that, but my heart believes that we'll get through to him somehow.
I really hope you're right.
Well, either way, we'll be able to find them.
How?
Oh, I didn't tell you. Right. The artifact. Couldn't figure out how it did it. Made those demons, I mean. But I attuned its resonance, and I'll know where they are next time, before they finish. So we can stop them. However we have to.
I'm with you, Balara. All the way.
I know, Rook. Thank you. And, whatever happens... Anyway, I should get back. To work, I mean. I don't think we have much time.
I know it's possible to get, like, disapproves in this game, but I have yet to see, but it's so easy, it's a lot easier to get approve. Or greatly approve, so it's like... I kind of miss the days where you had to struggle a little bit.
Offer, Dweller. I will answer.
There's no point having the approval disapproval if all the characters aren't if the characters aren't going to leave you or get pissed off at you for, you know, choosing something they don't agree with. There's no point to it. That's why Mass Effect doesn't have it. The Mass Effect games don't have the approval disapproval like system because the fact that the characters will still work with you even if, you know, and you know, still work with you even if they disagree in some of the conversations. And you only tell that they disagree based on their responses, like their vocal responses to you, not by seeing a pop-up saying disapprove, approve. Yep, I mean, Mass Effect doesn't have the approval disapproval, which I think if they were going to go this route with this game, where it's so easy to gain approval and disapproval, they should have just done that. Should have just removed disapproval, approval, and gone the Mass Effect route. Because because there's no point to having it. If it doesn't mean anything, there's no point to having it. In Inquisition, if you pissed off a character enough, most of the characters would leave. There's maybe a few of them, like Cassandra and Varric and Solus, who would stay even if you pissed them off. And then, So Cole, I believe Sarah, Blackwall, I think Dorian and Iron Bull, I'm not too certain about those two. Vivian, I think, just moves her furniture around. It's kind of an ass. Who else is there in the companions? Yeah, Iron Bull can betray you, but that's not based on approval. That's based on you choosing a very specific option in his character. Based on choosing a very specific option with his character. What was it? His companion quest. Let's see, 3 mages. Solus, Vivian, and Dorian. I believe Dorian would leave you if you annoyed him enough. I think so. I'd have to do it myself. I don't usually annoy the characters enough to make them leave. Cole and Sarah, I believe, would also leave if you annoyed them. Blackwall, I'm not sure about Iron Bull. So your first 3 that you gain, you wouldn't lose them. That way you could have a balance. You could have a full party. Even if you managed to piss off the entire team. And then the dialogue options, they would change based on, you know, characters' approval or disapproval. Baldur's Gate 3 also does that. Dragon Age 2, they would only leave you if you didn't have high enough friendship or rivalry. But you could go either way. You could do a full rivalry and they would stay with you. You could do a full friendship and they would stay with you. It was only if you had like an in-between, or if you chose dialogue options for like Fenris in case Fenris, you could tell him, you know, have him send him with the Magister, even if you had a full friendship or rivalry in Act 3.
Lucanus, about what happened at Weishaupt.
Was an embarrassment to the crows.
Not what I meant. We were both thrown off our game. I shouldn't even be alive.
Neither should Gillanane.
Point is, you bounce back. We're not the sort who lose sight of our quarry because things got a little rough. We get near her again, we'll strike true. I'm sure of it.
Yeah, I do wish there was a way you could. I mean, I understand why they don't have you lose companions because of the way they designed the combat and all that. Like, if you were able to annoy all of your companions, you would end up not having any companions, probably in the game. Or you'd have like Nev and Harding. But you need all of your companions because of story reasons. They're all like important, kind of thing. So they can't really they can't really send them all away because of the way they designed the game, or they designed the story around the characters. But it would be cool if they did give that as an option. Thank you.
Okay, let's run some more practice.
Evka, any word out of the deep roads?
Not yet. We're kicking at rocks looking for Isaiah. Anyone who knows anything about...
Griffins? Aerials of the Grey Wardens? They went extinct during the Exalted Age.
Hassan says hello.
That sounded more like he's hungry.
Yeah, I know BioWare has had it in the past. Like all the Mass Effect companions were really good. Like they did some really great companions. Even the previous Dragon Age games had some good companions. This one has a few good ones. It has a few bad ones. I think I enjoy all of the companions to a degree. Some of them I like more than others, like Emmerich and Dav. Emmerich is really fun. Like he's so sweet and polite. Like it's like he just needs a hug. Davrin, I do like Davrin as well. I think he's definitely like got the Grey Warden vibes, which is really nice. Lucanus, obviously I like Lucanus. Balara, she's a cutie, she's sweet. Harding is also sweet. I wouldn't say she's as much as a cutie as, again, she's just a sweet character. I like Ned. Ugh. Nev is fun. She's got some like interesting, stuff going on, and I like how she's like basically like almost like a Sherlock Holmes kind of character. It's interesting. Tasha's probably my least favorite, I would say. Don't get me wrong, Tasha's interesting. I do enjoy their the fire breathing and being Canary. I do think, though, that there are some things that could have been changed or made better with the character. All of the characters could have been improved. I will say that. They're not the worst characters I've ever seen by far, but there's a lot of things that could have been improved on some of them to make them a better cast.
It's all the same to him.
Been trying to teach him new words, and feed me as his favorite.
Can I ride him?
Let's give him a few years to grow. How's his training, Davrin?
Better than I hoped. We're starting to see eye to eye. Hoping it'll make it easier with his brothers and sisters when we find them.
There's more?
A whole family?
Can't wait to have them with us. After Weishaupt, the Wardens need hope. Something real, something pure. Having the Griffins at our side would be like old friends coming home.
They weren't always treated like friends.
I know. What Isaiah did won't be forgotten.
What happened?
Let's just say the Wardens didn't always take good care of them.
A mistake will never repeat. Asan and the others will be treated like respected warriors. We'll rebuild together.
It's gonna take a lot of bribery. Better stock up on their snacks.
I can feed them.
We might just take you up on that.
And my dad can forge griffin armor.
Hear that, Asan? You'll always have a home with us. Let me know how it goes finding the rest of the flock, or pride, or...
How about Feather Brigade? We'll stay in touch.
Mila, yes. Mila being a companion. Oh, I don't know if I want to take her into battle because she's too young. But, like...
Me too.
I do love her. She's such a sweetie.
Mila, you hear Warden gossip. Are there any wyverns out there?
Not here. I wish I could see one, though.
Me too.
Oh, Rook Squire. It'd be even better for, like, I think a warden. It'd be more interesting as a warden to have her as your squire. Like, just imagine. Just imagine it.
Back again?
Sorry, I didn't have a whole lot, sir.
We're here if you need us. If I'd been faster, quicker with the dagger at Weishaupt. You were saying, if I'd been faster, quicker with the dagger at Weishaupt, Gillenane would be dead now.
I was there, Lucanus. I saw it myself. From one professional to another, you did everything you could.
I missed the target.
You also pulled off the most incredible acrobatic assassination attempt I've ever seen.
Well, if you're going to kill, do it in style. Just remember the killing part.
Next time.
We sail.
Let me look a second. Okay, so I just saw your message because it wasn't posted to the chat. But yeah, I understand. Also, Tosh isn't technically isn't trans. They're I think a better way to say it, at least in if I was gonna put it in in Dragon Age dialogue, like how I would say it, kind of like how I'd say. What would be a good term? Not a he or a she. They could have just left it at that. You know? Yeah, I don't remember what it was. It was like a, Aka something. Exactly, they could have just stuck with that. There wouldn't be as much dissonance in those who are in the, you know, with the party.
Is it strange for you, Davrin? Being alive after Weishaupt?
I still don't know what to think.
Word among the crows is that few Grey Wardens have ever faced an archdemon and survived.
I could feel some kind of energy when my blade struck. I thought that was the end.
And now that it isn't?
I'll grow old with a griffin.
Or succumb to the calling.
I must say, of all our theories throughout the ages, no one thought ancient elves came from spirits was very likely.
Wait, the Mornwatch knew?
Not at all. It was only one proposition amongst thousands, and not well credited.
You could write a paper for the Watchers, or both of us could.
What a wonderful idea. Though we'll have some difficulty citing our sources.
Right, I guess Solas's memories are technically a diary?
learning more about the Lords of Fortune.
Have you?
What? They're our allies, and it's good to make friends.
There's not a Lord of Fortune I know who wouldn't like you.
Yeah, I love the little quip about the fanfiction thing. That was so cute. Like, I was like, oh. Makes me kind of wonder what the scene she was writing was about. Like, who was it about?
Venatori are gathering deep in the forest. They've brought the Dalish with them.
Not long till the sacrifices start, then.
We did kill Gillinean's archdemon. The gods will want more power, and fast.
This won't happen on our watch. We can save these people.
You know the gods best, Rook. The Veiljumpers are ready. Just give the word.
I'll go get Nev. She deals with Venatori the most.
Good point. We know where the Dalish are, and we know what we have to do. Let's do it.
Then we ride, and pray that fate is on our side.
I think I'll have to we'll just do Nev and Taj. So I can get Taj leveled up.
Well?
They're waiting for something. There's talk of a sacrifice.
Do they mean the clan? They mean the clan, don't they?
Well, the tracks suggest the captives are on the other side of the clearing. You'll have to go through the crowd.
We're going through them. Won't they notice?
Not if you look like them. I found you some disguises.
Oh, that doesn't smell good. Oh, it's sticky. Why is it sticky?
Blood. Hopefully. Make sure you split up. You don't want to draw attention.
Nev, I need you with me. You know the Venatori best. And you're probably the only one who can convince them you belong there.
Sad but true.
And we'll be your entourage.
I'll go with the Veiljumpers.
We'll try to keep the escape routes clear. Get the Dalish and get out of there. And please, try not to stand out.
I left the mayor to his fate. I already dealt with him.
What about the others?
They'll be close, but it's safer to move in small groups.
In my warden playthrough, I sent him to the wardens. I believe in my Morn Watch, I left him. Or I freed him.
I thought I saw someone in the trees. Strife and the Veil Jumpers?
Yeah. Checking to let us know they're in place. Veil jumpers don't get spotted unless they want to.
I should have brought Lucanus for this. Because I wanted to have his dialogue. Is there a way I can restart this quest? Let me see something. I could go back here. Should I? Screw it, we're reloading. I want to see something.
Both dragons gone. The gods have landed strike after strike. For once, we've struck back. Treviso has its vengeance. But I fear Nev won't have hers while the Venatori hold Minrathos.
Okay. I wanted to see if he had anything. Because I know there's a option at one point where when you walk into the room, you're like, you know you can sleep somewhere else. It's like, the assassin with the place with the chokeholds.
Venatori are gathering deep in the forest. They've brought the Dalish with them.
We did kill Gil.
I'm skipping this.
This won't happen on our watch. We can save these people.
You know the gods best, Rook. The Veil Jumpers are ready. Just give the word.
I'll go get Nev.
Good point. We know where the Dalish are, and we...
Then we ride.
This says Grand Bishop Lich, an undead mage obtains their mind and soul after death. We are now ahead to risk the rights of wisdom, however, until the nemesis Joanna hasn't crossed. Also in tune with the needs of natural. But revenge is not. To journey through Lucanus' mind, he and the demon Spite have come to an understanding they'll work together to Delario, the gods, or anyone else in the way. So Spite, Lucanus rescued his grandmother, Katerina, and stopped Delario from seizing control of the controls. Unwilling to forgive his cousin's action, has locked Delario away, free. The traitor in their midst, the crows raise a glass to their new first talent, Lucanus de la Monte. Okay, that actually explained things. So I'm going to pull that up really quick again. Okay, so Harding finally confronted the entity dogging her steps, discovering that it was the arc half of the Titan's consciousness. To quell the shade's destructive power, Harding took it into herself, facing the full horror of the Titan's destruction. With the team's support, she resisted the Shade's influence and held on to herself and her true heart. So that's what happened. It's still a little confusing, but that does help clear it up a little bit. There was the consciousness of the Titan, and she kind of took it over, kind of like a spirit.